Maritime Odyssey Preschool, and I'm super excited today. I'm always excited, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm excited today because I have one of my favorite teachers in front of me, and I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but I do. And she's not my favorite because she's outstanding, although she is, because we have lots of outstanding teachers. She's one of my favorites because she's a teacher who actually started as a parent. And she enrolled in a very unique program that we have here called our Career and Family Coaching Institute, in which we work with, train, develop parents to become teachers in the field of early care and education. And so she is one of those parents. She's been with us for a couple of years. She is amazing. And I'm so glad to have her here today. So welcome, Miss Ashley.
Thank you. Good morning.
How are you today? Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you.
You know, I am so glad to have you with me today. I know I talk a lot about different types of teachers, and I talk about the teachers who are always bubbly, the teachers who are just always excited. You are that teacher. You show up every single day. I don't care what is going on, and when you walk through that door, it is always, always joy. And it is not just in your smile. Mm-hmm. It is not just in your personality. It is something that you wear. It's almost like a part of your clothing because you are always constantly walking in this joy. So what I want to know is, you know, we are deep into COVID. And when I say deep, I mean it's over a year now, right? And we're still dealing with COVID, and we will continue to for some time. I think what might be helpful for folks to hear is, what are some things that you struggled with during COVID? How were you impacted? And then I want you to talk about how were you able to come up in this space every day with the children with that same energy, that same positivity that really is contagious.
Thank you, Ms. Gibson. COVID has been hard for everyone, I know. It has been hard for me. The remote learning for my children has been very difficult.
And how old are your children?
My daughter is 7,
yes,
and my son is 6.
Okay, yep. So that is what the grades are?
First grade and second grade.
Okay, so you got a first grade and a second grade. You got remote learning, and
yes,
you're working,
and I'm working
full time.
Exactly.
Okay, talk about it.
So me being a teacher, you know, I thought it was going to be easy for remote learning with my children, and it was hard. It was very stressful. Juggling work, and we had the remote learning, and and I'm by myself with my children, so juggling that both, it was very hard and very overwhelming. Also, the fact that my children couldn't go out that much, you know, take them to the grocery store with me. You're always afraid of what happened if, you know, COVID is there. What happened if they touch this? What happened if they touch that? That adds on stress too. Even myself, I remember when we were off those 3 months, and I went out for the first time, I had a meltdown. I was like, has to be, it's like a movie.
Yeah. It's
like one of those horror movies that you're like, what's going on? It was very sad. Also, when you hear that loved ones are getting sick and they're not getting better, loved ones that have heart problems, that have other problems, not getting better from the COVID, it takes a toll on you.
Yeah. And then you have to turn around and come to work with a smile on your face. So how did you manage that and still show up for your kids with this attitude of joy and the energy that they needed to know that everything, for them at least, was okay?
I wanted them to feel that they were safe when they came to school, and they were loved, and they have nothing to worry about. I understand at home it might be different from school, but I wanted to provide that happy, fun environment for them.
Yeah. You know, you touched on something that I think everybody can relate to if they have children who are in school, and that is remote learning. It's a really big controversy in the field of early care and education. Is remote learning appropriate for preschoolers? Is remote learning, which is a term that it encompasses a lot. We're talking specifically online learning as a piece of that. How was it? Because you, as a toddler teacher, part of the remote learning experiences for toddlers were to have teachers go online and do read alouds for parents, and to do that in a live version where parents were there, children were there. How was that for you?
I loved it. It was amazing because it gave the children a chance to see us and still know that we're here for you. We're still your teachers. We still love you. We're still here for you. We are reading books. I know I had props. I had puppets. It was very fun. I really enjoyed it.
Now, do you think that it was well received by parents? Do you think it was well received by the children? And how do you know that?
Some of my parents, they were excited. We asked questions to the parents and they were engaging with us and they were having fun with us too. I heard a couple parents laughing, like, Miss Sassy, you're so funny, and it was amazing. I love the experience. Every time we do remote learning, it's a different experience every day.
Awesome. So Ashley, talk a little bit about some of your fears you might have moving forward in terms of the field of early care and education. What are some of your concerns about your future in this field, or the future for our children in this field? I know oftentimes you guys hear me talk about this, that I believe that teachers are not paid well enough. You hear me talk about long hours. You hear me talk about the demand of our educators and how you just need to be so much more respected and valued in this field nationally. What are your fears, if any, and what do you hope for this field of early care and education? What is that?
You're right, Ms. Gibson. We're not acknowledged enough. We're not giving the respect that we need. I love my job. I love what I do. I've been doing it for a very long time. And we are not babysitters. We are
Hello, I
educators.
think we've heard that before. This is not babysitting. Thank you for reiterating that.
We do, or when our babies come to us, we are the first teachers that they see and they learn from us. We leave a print. I experienced it when I had my children here, and my children, they still remember the teachers here. They would love to come here when you have your summer programs, and we prepare them for public school or the world outside.
Yeah.
It starts from preschool.
That's right. Absolutely. I wonder if you had advice for directors, and I ask this question oftentimes, of how we can better support teachers during COVID particularly, but in general. What would that advice be?
I have worked in other preschools before. It's been a rough journey. Some of the directors, I know that they were a little hard on their employees. I can truly say that I'm blessed to work with you in your preschool. I feel like directors, they should talk to their employees and always see what's wrong. Sometimes they might have things going on at home and they just need a break, or things that they can really talk about. Have that relationship with your employees. Even if you say you're doing a good job, you always want to, yo, my boss likes this, my boss likes that. It motivates them. Even a simple like, you're doing great, you're great. And I feel that some directors don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, I think I hear that a lot in terms of how accessible are directors. Mm-hmm. And that's not to say that directors who don't do it aren't great, but it would be something that would help motivate, to your point, teachers who invest every day and give them their very best.
Yes.
So my last and final question for you, Ashley, is this. Tell me why you love this field of early care and education. Why have you chosen this as your profession? Why do you show up every day? What is it about this field that you love?
Growing up, I didn't have a lot of nice teachers, a lot of teachers that motivate you. And I always said, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a teacher, and I'm gonna show my students that I love them, that they're special, that they could do anything, that they are unique, that sky's the limit. And I always said to myself, I'm gonna do that. And then I always wish that I had that from a teacher. I always wish that even one teacher would have said, you're great, you're gonna do, because I wasn't getting that at home. So when I went to school, I was looking for that, I was looking for my teachers to be like, you could do it. No, don't ever give up. Try again, and I didn't get it. So now that I'm an adult and I work in this field, and I make sure that my students know that they're loved every day, that they're special, that they can do anything they want. They can be anything they want to be. I make sure I tell them every day, because I know they can, and I know they're going to be great when they grow up.
Wow. That's Miss Ashley, you guys. I mean, that is exactly what she brings to her classroom every day. Ashley, I want to say to you, for all the teachers who have never told you were great, you are great. You are amazing. And I'm so excited, and I feel so privileged and so blessed to have you as a member of the team. So thank you for all that you do, and thank you for taking time to talk with me today. Bye, guys. Until next time.